How do we resist the devil and his devices? We're talking about the armor of God. We put on Christ. Today we're talking about putting on truth. And if the devil can manage to put a symptom of pain on people, and they accept that, it will grow and grow until it becomes a disease. But if our mind is disciplined in the Word of God and in the benefits of this wonderful salvation, we will refuse it. Not ignore it, refuse it. I struggled with this point for a number of years and finished up with heart attacks and all sorts of things just by ignoring them. But as I grew in God, I began to reject them. And whenever a pain would come in my body, I rejected it by renewing my mind in the promises of God. Renewing my mind, saying, no, devil, you will put no sickness or disease on me. And we grow and we develop in the truth that we find in the Word of God. The truth that we find whenever we walk in that relationship with Jesus. See, it's not just a matter of getting enough religion to make you miserable. It's walking in that relationship with God. And we begin to discern what's of God and what's of the devil. And whenever sickness gets in a body long enough, it begins to destroy that body. And the Word of God tells us, as we read there, we have been redeemed from, our life has been redeemed from destruction. That disease doesn't get a chance to destroy our bodies. Those lies of Satan doesn't get a chance to destroy our minds. Isaiah the prophet put it this way, Jesus was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. And I've talked to lots of people that can accept that. I talked to a religious man, an elder in a particular religious system. And his particular job was visiting the sick. Well, for this man, and not to be too sore on him, for him visiting the sick was pulling at a filling station with no fuel. He had nothing to offer. I asked him what he talked about. He talked about heaven and hell. I said, what did you tell them about here and now? He said, what is there to tell them about here and now? You say, you just had this one-track mind. He said, they're either on their way to heaven or they're on their way to hell, and that's true. But whenever I got down to the nitty-gritty and asked him, how do you encourage people where they are to rise up in the power of a living Christ? He says, what are you talking about? Do you tell them that Jesus Christ bore their sin and their sickness on the cross? He says, I can't tell them that. I said, why? He said, don't believe it. He said he used to believe that and nothing happened. Well, he didn't believe it. He only agreed with it. Because if I believe it, it's going to happen. Whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe you have them, and you shall receive them.